with the introduction of our guests.
We'll introduce our guests, and I invite all the guests to please be seated on the dais. Dr.Anil Tendolkar, consultant cardiac surgeon, G.S.MEDICAL. Dr. former professor and head anatomy and a supporter of all the events happening in this college.
Dr.M.V.L.K, professor and head, Department of Anatomy.
Dr. Manu, professor, Department of Physiology.
Dr.Anil, professor and head.
Dr.SUPE, sir, Dean and Director of SethG.S College and KM Hospital, will join us just shortly. Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. We have all assembled here today on the occasion of Manusmriti and Shidori. Manusmriti was born 3 years ago and has grown ever since. It was started in fond memory of Dr.M.V.L.Kothari, sir.
It is said that 3/4 of his life was spent in KM and 2/3 of KM's life was spent with him. It is not only knowledge but humanity which makes a man a complete being. And this has been reflected through Dr.M.V.L.Kothari's personality. We stand here today to honor his steadfast beliefs and ideology.
I would like to request Dr. Lopa Mehta ma'am to speak a few words about Manusmriti and welcome all of the guests.
Good morning. All the dignitaries on dais, but Anil has specially told me I have to address only him as Anil, so Anil is excluded from the dignitaries on dais. But he is. I'll address you as my friends because I know all of you will be graduates exactly after 5.5 years with your degree. So you are all future doctors, so I am addressing all future doctors. The whole idea was that those students who passed out from this institution before 2002, from 1971, when Dr. Anil was the student here, even a little before that, Dr.M.V.L.K always addressed the students as the first in the Department of Anatomy. And the whole batch, came very enthusiastic to score maximum marks because they have come with the highest marks. In this institution, it's so difficult to get into it. And then the entire bubble was pricked by Sir bringing down the fact that medical practice, where it is one-to-one interaction with a human being, how to deal with human being is far more important than your marks accrued in examinations. And to cultivate that, he used to highlight all the facets which make life complete. And we can't have any better person than Anil today, because you will see his skill in various performance. So on operation table, he handled those delicate pulsating heart, but not only in the theatre when the patient was not conscious, but he dealt with all the human beings, and now in fact he continues with his performance, and I'm sure he will talk about it. So this is to highlight that explore yourself, enlarge yourself, don't measure yourself only in terms of exam performance, because exam performance is done by your teachers or the examiners who may not you. But you know yourself, enlarge yourself, and you will find sense of fulfillment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for that eloquent speech. On the occasion of Manusmriti, we would like to show you all a short clip on medical humanities.
I would like to welcome you all to our very own Dean Sir, Dr. .SUPE, a GI surgeon and a backbone of this institution. He is a great supporter of events such as this that make us all a closely knit family. I would request Sir to share a few words with you.
really apologize for coming late. I was really stuck with another program. I think this is a really very, very enthusiastic crowd, I can say, and I really appreciate your enthusiasm, colors, people taking pictures. I think we always feel that in this hospital, I was very lucky to have mentors like today's guest, Dr.Anil Tendolkar. I must tell you, must really understand how much I have learned from Dr.Anil Tendolkar. Dr.Anil Tendolkar was 3 years senior to me. He was also a surgeon, he was a registrar when I was a houseman. He was a senior student when I was a student. And you must really learn from Dr.Anil Tendolkar. He was one of the finest surgeons, very good clinician. But more than that, he was a wonderful teacher. You know, he used to teach people across on Sundays. He used to take rounds for CVTS students and general surgery students. But beyond his surgery and education, he had his own world. He is a wonderful drama actor. He has been directed many dramas. He has given so many stand-up comedies. And I think every time I have met him, I have got a lot of energy from him. So Dr. Tendolkar, thank you very much for coming. It's such a pleasure to be here. All of you will realize what I am saying once you listen to his talk. And his talk is powerful. You know, you will enjoy every minute of his talk. Co-curricular activities has to be part of our institution. Because after you leave this institution, what you remember is not what your teachers taught you, but how they behave. What you really looked at their attitudes and behavior, and you would look many other things which you will remember, and that is one of them is Shidori. It's a co-curricular activity. It helps you to develop lot of skills other than usual your knowledge increasing skills. And I feel this is one of the most important program. The only kind of this program, you know, we started sometime this in 1990s. Today we are finishing almost 27 years, and it's one of the pioneer program of co-curricular activity in India. And it's not only one person, but it is the whole faculty, you know, all faculty, clinical, non-clinical, come together. And over years, this program has been done in a collaborative way. It's a wonderful way of looking at how we can give to students back their attitudes and behavior. So according to me, enjoy this program and be part of this program and take this program forward so that you not only learn, but you have a lot of nostalgic memories and you become good human beings. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. Our chief guest, Dr.Anil Tendolkar, is a consultant cardiac surgeon who has studied under the arches of this very institution and is a part of our GSI family. I request sir to enlighten us with a few words. To enlighten us all.
You keep on getting surprises. Somebody told me to prepare for 1 hour, then somebody told me 45 minutes, and she told me few words. In English, there is one word, quite a few, and few. Am I right? So I am going to speak quite a few words. Change करायचं Good morning. See, he just told that I will infuse enthusiasm, and you see the amount of good, so much of enthusiasm that I am sure the sun will come out of the dark clouds. Okay? It is customary to say thank you for the organizers for calling me for for this meeting, but believe me, it is not customary, it is right from the bottom of my heart. I thank you. It's a prestigious program, as Dr. DR.SUPE just now told. To be invited for Shidori, I am really happy and proud to be invited for this program. So, thank you very much. I asked the Undergraduate madam that who were the previous speakers, and when I saw the list of speakers, my friend, it really humbled me. Dr. Praful Desai, Ravin Thatte, Tempton Udwadia, Ajit Phadke, and Dr. G.B. Parukar, my teacher, all legends, have been my previous speakers, and I am standing on the same place that they have come and address this kind of gathering. It has really, sincerely humbled me. Incidentally, out of 36 doctors invited, 11 were surgeons. And out of 11 surgeons, 3 were cardiac surgeons. So it is not just a coincidence that Shidori's invite is addressed by cardiac surgeon. It is not a coincidence. Friends, as you can we dim this light? I don't think anybody will snore. Yeah, perfect. माझं लक्ष आहे कोण कोणाला चिमटे काढते वगैरे सगळं बघतोय. Nothing great, 71 we did the same thing. Friends, it's a dream of every GSI to have a class in this auditorium. And the dream blossoms to come down and sit on this podium and address the gathering. So far I have progressed only up to this stage. This burly gentleman about 2 years back had progressed up to the first row. So I am very proud that I have crossed, and not only just crossed but changed the direction also, and I am addressing this gathering. Dr.Manu.Kothari or Manu Bhai was less of professor of anatomy and more professor of humanities. In 1971, where human resource development word was not known, Dr. Kothari was the only person who will bring up the character out of each and every student. He worked for personality development of each and every student. So it is apt that a chair has been created in his name for humanities. And Dr. Supe also rightly said that finally what remains in you is your cultural activities. Finally what remains in you is your culture. At the end of 5 years, 8 years or 11 years, I'm not saying you are failing, but you are progressing, graduation, post-graduation, post-graduation. What finally remains in you is your culture, is your cultural activities, is your cultural interest. Medicine goes away. So I'm very happy that this program was started by Urmila's boss, if I remember right, Dr. Sharadini Danukar, late Sharadini Danukar, and it is continued till today with equal amount of zest. Congratulations to all of you. Enough must have been said about this, isn't it? This is copied from Google Uncle. बरोबर बांधून घेतलेलं अन्न. So I just modified it for my own requirement. It's a food, words of wisdom. Pardon me for saying that I am telling you words of wisdom. I can see the sarcastic look on Avina's face. provided by a motherly person. And to look motherly, I have purposefully grayed my hair today for a long journey. So I have slightly modified this meaning and providing the Shidori. You must have seen this gentleman. Do you know this gentleman? Ranbir's great grandfather. Very good. So now you have to talk in terms of Ranbir. And actually, this is the Shidori part. Okay? In my talk, I will be constantly talking about I. So you may think I am an eye surgeon, but that was supposed to be a joke. But I am sorry, I am supposed to provide you food. So I am providing you with food, what I have experienced, what I feel it should be done. So I am little sorry if I constantly talk about I. First of all, hearty congratulations to all the first MBBS students for crossing innumerable hurdles and finally reaching medical. If you clap so frequently, your hands are going to pain. Every day I have to open newspaper, need, seat, feed, what? Totally confused. In the olden days, in between there was a joke for our case, our exams, medical exams. There is one long case, one short case, and third and fourth was court case. So exactly every day I am finding one new barrier. I was wondering how Dr.SUPE, while admitting, will be finding out whether have you covered need or seat, then feed, then lead. My God. So really hearty congratulations for crossing all those barriers and coming through. One thing let me guarantee you, this is the Royal College of G.S.MEDICAL College. In 1971, when I came, don't start calculating, she's immediately calculating from calculator. 55, I am 55. In 1971, there was no law against ragging. But there was never ever ragging in SethG.S. College. And the height of ragging was to call a junior and ask seniors, what is your name? That was solid ragging. So my friends, welcome to the Royal G.S.MEDICAL College. During my time, there was 11th and 12th standard. There was no 11th and 12th standard. First year science and intern science. And I was staying in Goregaon. You know Goregaon? Yeah. So I was a student of Patkar College of Goregaon. And I had stood first in Patkar College. And the second student from Patkar College was 5% marks away from me. So I thought that I am the most clever, studious, smart, hushar. You just say it, the person in the world. So from King of Patkar College, when he came to G.S.MEDICAL College, in G.S.MEDICAL College, there were kings and princes and kings. Full of kings. ऊपर मतलब किधर इंच नहीं मिलता है तो. So that was a big shock to me. In Parker College, I was the darling of the college. Hushar, clever, studious. GS में अरे क्या यार तेरे जैसे बहुत देखे. So this created the first problem in me that I realized that I was not Vasrat Langdi guy, they're saying in Marathi. I have to be a fit, real guy. English guy. I have to be a fit guy amongst them. That is the first big advantage of coming to GS. Why this is a great institution? Because of anatomy teachers and physiology teachers sitting over here, Madam Tendolkar sitting over, I have to say because of teachers. But we are here because of this competitive spirit. Each one is at the top. Each one wants to remain at the top. So the competitive spirit gives you the momentum to read. Competitive spirit gives you the impetus required. All these words used by Dr. Kothari. That's why English is little higher standard now. So the biggest advantage of coming to State G.S. Medical College is the competition around you, and it is for you to use this as a positive stress. And this is the peculiarity of KM. Peculiarity of GS. If I say KM in between, please pardon me, it is all one and the same. If I want to go ahead, I don't pull the legs of the others. If I want to go ahead, I go ahead by more innovations. I immediately realize it's difficult to push a square. Easy to just give a small tickle to a circle around a ball, and it acquire its own momentum. Our progress, that is the first principle I learned, and I kept on learning, and I follow it even today. If you want to go ahead on your own merits. Don't go ahead by pulling somebody down. That is not a permanent. Don't worry, I am not doing anything to them. Prani gera. I was so happy you are gone. That is the spirit of GS. If you ask me what is the spirit of GS, I remember now is this. That if you know 5 causes, I will know 6 causes. I will not see to it that I burn away your notes. No, you know 5, I will know 6. You have seen 4 operations, I will see 7 operations. So that is the spirit. Be one up by your own innovation, not by pulling somebody down. Another greatness of KM, and I'm sure KM is not alone, many other institutions, is a wealth of experience, wealth of clinical cases. This is River Brahmaputra. Anybody from Ahom? No? Oh, great. Is the only river which in Indian languages all rivers are feminine gender. I believe in women equality. All rivers are feminine gender except Bangla. Bangla everything is male. But Brahmaputra, am I right, is the only river which is addressed in masculine gender. Nada. Not Nadi. Nada. Why? Vastness. You can't see the other end. From aircraft 40,000, 20,000, 30,000 feet, the river is seen this much occupying the entire window of the aircraft. Huge. KM hospital is like this. River flowing. Vast clinical knowledge. It is for you to decide, my friends, whether you want to be submerged over here or to be in chest deep water or knee-deep water, or just stand on the banks and advise people what to do. It is for you to decide what you want to do. The river is flowing. River will flow without you. It is for you to decide whether to take bath continuously or twice in a day or once in a day or once in a fortnight. चलो कंटाला आ गया, चला स्नान करेंगे. It's all up to you. Nobody is going to call you, invite you or request you to do it. If you don't do it, it is misfortune is on your side. You are misfortunate. Karma daridri is a word in Marathi that God has given you, but it is you who have failed to get knowledge in spite of being in KEM hospital. And this wealth is right from Department of Anatomy to Department of Cardiac and Thoracic Surgery. Amount of cases, amount of specimens, museum, you say we have it. It is for you to take advantage and use them. So I remind you, you have chosen this profession. And most important, nobody comes to KEM because कुछ बाकी नहीं था यार, KEM ही लेना पड़ा. No. KEM you choose. So you have chosen KEM, you have chosen GS.MEDICAL college. So you have chosen it, now use it. Use it to its fullest. Now that you are going to be a professional, don't wait for others. Take initiative and go ahead. Constantly observe. Observation not necessarily be by ears, by eyes also, from mind also. Constantly observe. Read what you have observed. What you have read, study and practice it. I know you use internet for some other work. I also sometimes do it. But there is a wealth of knowledge on internet, and just now Dr. Bhuyan was telling me the amount of e-library work which is available, that was not available to us. I am not saying I am sorry. You are blessed. Take advantage. YouTube has got operations, anatomy demonstrations, what not. Please use it. If you don't use it, you are at fault. And remember, I'm sorry to tell, you may feel insulting, you are in a municipal college. In municipality, teachers are required to mark their attendance. They are not required to teach. You mark your attendance, you get paid. If you don't teach, still you get paid. So it is, nobody is going to invite you. Nobody is going to call you. Nobody is going to request you for anything in this world. It is you and you. You have to take initiative and go ahead. Though this is called medical school, it is out of modesty. This, you are no more in school. You are in a professional college, use it. These were my three teachers. Dr. Ravi Bapat, G.B. Parulkar and Sudhanshu Bhattacharya. You will not be fortunate to have Manusmriti as your teacher all the time. Manusmriti, even if you give wrong answer, he will smile at you and you say, oh my dear. He will open his apron and he say, put your hand on the shoulder and say, no dear. What you meant, wrong answer, you will put the right answer in your mouth. No. Dr. Bapat, DR.SUPE will remember, is to literally chew the students in case presentation. Screw in case presentation. But that is the GS spirit. We did not shy away from Dr. Bapat. We did not run away from Dr. Bapat. We will go to Dr. Bapat and present case in such a manner that Dr. Bapat will start wondering, how come this boy, today I can't chew him? That was the Khuddari. Dr. Parulkar will be explicit in adjectives starting with bha, bha, bhi, bhi, bho. He is asking, अब हम प्रभु ने सिखाया नहीं, भो का That boy is asking that girl, क्या भूखा मतलब? But we did not run away courtesy Dr. Parulkar. Dr. Bhattacharya will not utter a single word. He taught us an immaculate planning of surgery. But when he starts taunting, the worst kind of taunts. Worst, you will feel like committing suicide. But we did not run away. My point to tell you is, you are not going to find humanitarian Manu.Kothari in your lifetime continuously for all next 13-14 years. You will have this kind of people. Because remember, there is a saying in Marathi, टाकी से घाव सोसल्याशिवाय दगडाला देव पण येत नाही. A stone has to be converted to an idol. Then it has to have face the strokes from this chisel. Unless it is chiseled out, a stone is not converted into an idol of goddess. So remember, don't run away from any problem. Face it boldly. Prepare in such a way. That is the GS spirit. Prepare in such a way that next time the teacher starts wondering what has happened to this boy or girl and how that they are converted to such a good student suddenly. I am supposed to speak good about basic sciences like biochemistry, anatomy, physiology, pathology. Usual reaction is this or this. But friends, let me tell you, more I wish to learn advances in cardiac surgery. I decide I have to learn something new today in cardiac surgery. More I have to read, revise and refresh my biochemistry, anatomy, physiology, pharmacology and pathology. I am very proud to tell you, I am currently, this is a new technology. You know this train? This train is run on maglev technology. Train is lifted by magnet and moves because of magnet. And this technology now has come into artificial heart. I'm very sorry. You may think heart is like this. No, this is artificial heart. And I am national mentor for Proctor for this technology. To learn this technology, I will make a suggestion when to clap. My idea to tell you is to learn, to imbibe, to assimilate, to digest this technology. I have to read biochemistry, I have to read physics, I have to read pharmacology, latest drugs in pharmacology, something which we have never read. Physiology, some autocrine secretions which we have never read in our lifetime, we have to read. So all this, because I met one of your students, I asked him what you want to be. He has not joined MBBS. He said, I want to do nuclear medicine. He has not joined MBBS. Another student I met, he said, I want to do pediatric genetics. So you may do whatever you want, but the basic science are the ones on which the entire super tower is going to be structured. What is the joke? Today is Amitabh Bachchan's birthday and Amitabh has told us that English is a funny language. Mind you friends, Vishnu Shastri Chiplunker, one who established Ferguson College in Pune, way back in 150 years back said that Ingraji hai Waghiniचं दूध hai. English is a milk of tigress. So if you want to learn, if you want to present cases, if you want to present in conferences, if you want to write and pass, and remember in medicine there is something called orals, where you have to give oral answers to examiners sitting in front of you. And again remind you, all will not be Manu.Kothari. Even if you answer wrong, they will smile and tell you, no my dear, put a hand around you. No. I did my entire schooling in this school, King George English School. though it was called English school, it was Marathi Madhyam. Afterward, it is now Raja Shivaji English School, Marathi Raja Shivaji Vidyalaya, it is English medium. That is the irony. I learned till SSC is 11th standard, all subjects in Marathi. Rasayan Shastra, Chambu Patra, Bakka Patra, Harita Amla, Trija, Vyas, Varga, Ghanapur. Believe me, tomorrow if you tell me about Mars, Venus, I just don't know. I know Buddha, Guru, Shani, all these things I know. But thanks to my mother and father, reading English newspaper and constantly sitting with an English pocket dictionary, I improved my English. My English is not George Bernard Shaw Shakespearean level English. I can speak grammatically correct English. So it is mandatory for all those of you who, like me, were brought up in a local atmosphere, please learn English, grammatically correct English. And any language is best mastered by practice. Speak in English, even on rounds, speak in English. And that only can master the round, but master the language. What about other languages? You must know. The most uncommonly spoken language in Mumbai is Marathi. See, nobody is going to laugh also. I am very proud to tell you, I can read, write and speak pure Marathi. I can read, write and speak pure Hindi. मेरी हिंदी ऐसी नहीं कि आप जरा वेट करो, आपका कुछ वर्क है तो कंप्लीट करके आ जाओ. आप बिजी है तो मैं जरा बिजी हूं तो माइंड नहीं करेंगे ना. That is not mine. I can read, write Gujarati. I can speak fluent Tamil. Tamil kari irkainge. Ayyo, England mandir ke nahi. She sees Tamil kari, she doesn't know to speak Tamil. I can read Bangla. I can speak, exchange pleasantries is Bangla. Whole idea is not to tell you how great I am. I am not being called for that. Moment you speak your patient's language, what Lopa told you, what SUPE sir told you, moment you speak patient's language, a different type of rapport is created. And you don't have to learn language tomorrow morning. You have got 5 more years to learn extra languages. And you don't have to speak very high thing. Just hello, good morning. In Malayalam, you can always say Engiliundi, Chorundo, Sugamtane. That creates a different feeling. See that boy immediately, he must be having some Malayalam connection. Girlfriend? What I mean, one of the girlfriends. After studying hectically, you have joined medical college. I'm sure your parents must be insisting you continue to study that hard. Am I right? Yes or no? Yes. Friends, I want to remind you that medical education now is a marathon course, a long journey. You are most of the time alone. Don't run on this course Please run on this course at a marathon runner speed. Medium speed, please maintain. If you start running for next 14 years, 15 years at this speed, this is going to happen to you. And you may not have two beautiful ladies to pick you up and carry you off the field and take your care. Remember, the players of T20 are different and players of test match are different. The technique of test match is different, technique of T20 is different. So please remember, medical education now is a test match, marathon race. Please run accordingly. And most important, peak at the right time. Peaking at the right time is important. I was a very medium student. Lopa madam will confess that I was a medium student never very bad, never very good. But at time of MS General Surgery exam, I got 3rd rank. MS Cardiac Surgery, I got 1st rank. 14 students, 1st rank. Many times there is only one student and you pass and you say, I student. Sports and cultural activities. This is your obediently Anil Tendolkar and this is Amita. Amita has not come, not invited. Amita, head of the Department of Pathology. Yeah, Amita Joshi, that time also she was Joshi. Joshi versus Joshi. Sports and cultural activities are very important. I'm sure you will be made aware that G.S.MEDICAL College has a special sports ground. We were all India medical football champions. My classmate Nicholas Antao was the best football player. We were cricket team champions, all India. I'm not talking about GSA versus GSB. All India. We were badminton champion Bombay University. Vidyadhar Oak and Shahrukh Golwala, M. Kumar. We were badminton champions. So sports activities, please. There's a wrong notion that GS na ghasu, tum log sala ghasu. Those who call you ghasu, they don't do anything else but ghasu. But it's a fashion to call GSites as ghasu. But we have been champions. Drama. GS had its own orchestra called Orgy. Orchestra of GS youngsters. And in this orgy, please note, in this orgy, all instruments were played by GSites. All singers were GSites. Even the mic arrangement, everything was taken care by GSites. It was not outsider musicians called and I am only singing. No, it was a true GS orchestra. We had hiking department, debating and dramatics. Dramatics, 3 consecutive years, we won entire Bombay most prestigious intercollegiate, not medical, intercollegiate competition. Anand Nadkarni will write, our own student will write a play. Chandrakant Patankar will direct it and Mahesh Gosavi, great friends of all of us, will be the main actor 3 consecutive years. And all of you, Abhanga Prabhu, who are from Abhanga Prabhu? Very good, great. Your Abhanga Prabhu got the prize for drama direction and writing in 1994. So GSite is not just study. GSite also includes all these cultural activities. Drama, I will particularly like to highlight only one slide. It is wrongly considered as extracurricular activity. If you ask me personally, it should be considered as co-curricular activities. It teaches you to edit your thoughts. Use the right word at right time. It makes you constantly aware of the time frame. When you are performing a drama, you constantly see whether are they attentive or not. That boy is yawning. Why is he yawning? Was he awake whole night reading something or seeing some movie at night? Why he is yawning? That means is my performance inferior? Most important is convey the meaning. In Marathi, if you want to say come, we say ya. So I can say ya. It conveys a different meaning. So drama teaches you everything. And most important, I may be a very good actor, but if my co-actors are not working very well, my co-actors are not performing very well, drama is a flop. So drama teaches you teamwork, and drama teaches you most important in life, helping others. Something which we rarely do is helping others. One more cultural activity I want all of you to do, indulge in, is this. Undergraduate time is the best time to fall in love. And we have got none other than DR.SUPE. DR.SUPE and Swati Mangavkar, classmates, fell in love in, he doesn't know also. We have got Urmila Rao, fell in love with Mukund Thatte during MBBS time. You have got Anil Tendolkar and Bharti Donde fell in love. Our academic performance improved. In fact, I become suspicious if in spite of being in GS, what are those kattas meant for? What are those all trees meant for? Canteen, badminton court. In spite of all this, if you are still submerged in books, you are abnormal. There is one word, कपाल करंटे. तुम्हारे तकदीर में भगवान ने डाला है प्यार, लेकिन है कमबख्त. Thank you friends for patiently listening to me, and most important, clapping at the right place and right time for the right period of time. Thank you very much. One slide, very sorry. See, normally I'm used. This was Shidori given to my friend Surit Parikh, legendary person, poor soul, died of cancer of pancreas. Surit Parikh, Parikhs are Gujus. So he will have this kind of Shidori, and his mom will write a small note. Aje thodu ochu mokliu che. That means I have sent you little less Shidori today. I being a Maharashtrian, this is my Shidori. I wish, I hope, I'm sure this will help you in conducting your journey for next at least 5.5 years. Thank you very much.
Small token of appreciation for sir.
Thank you sir for leaving us in stitches, and